Getting together tonight at EA Diddle Arena in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Good evening, everyone. Scott Thompson, John Butler. We're on the campus of Western Kentucky University, Abilene Christian University, and Western Kentucky University. John, this is the second WAC team for WKU to face this early in the season.
Yeah, WAC has always been traditionally a really strong conference. Abilene Christian comes in very good offensively. They're sixth in the country in three-pointers made, 10 a game, and 29 attempts a game. Should be a fun one.
You know, they out-rebound their opponents by 6. WKU's getting out-rebounded by 10, so that'll be one part that we want to watch is the rebounding.
Yeah, the rebounding has been a problem all year for Western Kentucky. Abilene Christian, not the biggest team in the world. It'd be an interesting matchup to see if Western Kentucky can control the boards.
All right, let's take a look. Our players to watch for Abilene Christian. Bella Earl, who has a tie to WKU. You see her right there. Comes in averaging almost 14 points a game, 7.5 rebounds, shooting 46% from the field, 71% from the free throw line, and she's about doubled her out-point performance from a year ago.
Plus 2 triple doubles this year.
Back-to-back.
Back-to-back triple doubles. No player in the country has done that. Very, very. If you get triple doubles, that's pretty impressive.
WKU's Acacia Hayes, 5'8", sophomore out of Murfreesboro, 22 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Without her, WKU wouldn't be as close as they were to Ball State the other night.
Yeah, she played very, very well. Plus, she had 4 steals. She averages 16 points a game, shoots 32% from 3, 86% from the free throw line. Really, really dynamic guard. Big. She needs a big performance tonight for Western Kentucky.
Abilene Christian, Julie Goodenough, 12th season, has over 500 wins, has taken Abilene Christian to 8 consecutive postseasons. She's been at Hardin-Simmons, Oklahoma State, and Charleston Southern, and of course, Greg Collins at WKU. They've lost 3 in a row, 4 out of their last 5. They're 6-5. Abilene Christian is 5-4, coming off a 91-55 win over McMurray University. About ready to tip it off, Aspen Thornton, 5'6" junior out of Hot Springs, Arkansas. Bella Earl, we told you about. We'll tell you about her connection as we go along. 5'10" junior, Corinth, Texas. Peyton Hull, 5'11" freshman out of Peasler, Texas. Addison Martin, 6'1" redshirt sophomore out of Shreveport. And Clay Traeger, 5'10" graduate transfer out of Dallas to start for Abilene Christian. For WKU, have the ball. That's Alexis Mead, 5'5" junior out of Moreno Valley, California. Getting the nod tonight, also Karis Allen came off the bench for the big night against Ball State about a week ago. 5'11" sophomore out of Saxton, Missouri. They lob it inside, going up short. Odith Betancourt, 6'2" senior out of Venezuela. Torina Faustino out of Portugal, and of course Acacia Hayes.
Both teams starting off in man-to-man.
That's Claire Traeger. Misses the first 3 of the game. Rolls out. One thing WKU against Ball State about a week ago, a couple opportunities. They got down by 10. Chance to cut it to that 6 range, but had a couple of shot clock violations. So something I'm sure Greg Collins has worked on getting that shot off.
Yeah, and a big issue in their last game against Ball State. Ball State was 10 of 24 from 3, and that was kind of the difference. Western Kentucky was only 5 out of 16.
3-pointer on the way, and it's off the mark, way off the mark by Acacia Hayes. Her first shot of the game. Quickly down floor. Peyton Hull stops. Oh, in and out. Rebound. WKU.
Good hustle by Western Kentucky, challenging that shot and getting back on defense.
Karis Allen, 8 points, 8 rebounds against Ball State into the starting lineup tonight. Didn't start last time out as Betancourt. Faustino. She had a big game off the bench for WKU. Layup off the left side, no, and rebound by Traeger. She's got a little football connection. Her great uncle Bob Lilly played for the Cowboys.
Defensive lineman for the Dallas Cowboys back in the heydays with Tom Landry.
There's Bella Earl, her connection WKU. Well, her dad played a couple of years of football at WKU, late 80s, early 90s. 3-pointer baseline off the mark by Peyton Hull. A little fast pace so far to this game. So far, John, Faustino, left hand, got it.
Nice move that time, and finished with the left hand by Teresa Faustino. Western Kentucky had missed their first 3 inside shots, but that was a nice filling.
You see her coming up the floor, and she just went straight to the bucket, just went right between the 2 defenders there.
Yeah, Teresa Faustino is having a very good year, averaging 10 points a game this year. Last year, she only averaged 6, so she's up to 10, and she is really, really good, especially going to the basket, going to her left.
65% free throw shooter, missed that one, had 9 points, 5 rebounds off the bench against Ball State. Peyton Hall, WKU trying to intensify that defense, going to the bucket. Thornton, she'll go to the line for 2.
That's a good backdoor cut that time by Aspen Thornton, and foul. As you can see, the rotation a little bit late that time, and that was a clear foul that time by Karis Allen.
Yeah, got the arm across there, and at the line will be Thornton.
She led Division II in scoring back in 2021, 23 a game. She's from Hot Springs, Arkansas. That's the home of, by the way, the Arkansas Derby.
Yes, it is, isn't it? All right. Got both free throws. She's a 74%er. We're tied at 2 here in the first quarter. Faustino. ACU and WKU tonight. Glad to have you with us. A little chilly evening here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Hopefully things will warm up inside. Both teams will warm up. They get it over here to Meade. Fires the 3. That's the first one. First one of the game.
Yeah, that's a good sign for Western Kentucky. Lexi Meade really struggled last game. She only had 3 points, but she's shooting 45% from 3. Good ball movement against the zone that time.
Get it up floor, gets a little token pressure by WKU. Claire Traeger, the 5'10 graduate out of Dallas, in from Binghamton University.
You got to guard Peyton Hall. She's a 5'11 freshman, shoots 43% from 3, averages 17 a game. She's been over 30 twice this year. Had 34 against Navy and 31 against Arlington. That's a good freshman right there.
Oh, right off the bat, isn't it? Come in making your presence known. There's a 3 on the right side.
That's Acacia Hayes. Her first 3, she missed it about 8 foot, and that time right in the bottom that time.
Things are heating up. They break the press. Traeger holds it up for Thornton for Abilene Christian. Peyton Hull. Inside they go with it. Oh, got it inside for Martin. Just didn't use the glass. I just didn't have the right angle with the body to use that backboard, did she?
Missed a wide open gimme that time. That was a super pass inside that zone, and you're right, just didn't quite get squared up that time.
Would have been easy too. Throw it out front as they break Bella Earl around. WKU last couple of games have really played some talented individuals on these opposing teams. You know, a couple from Ball State, they were very good.
Yeah, Western Kentucky's schedule has been excellent. Right there is just one of the problems that Western Kentucky has had is rebounding. And as you can see, that time Traeger doing a good job on the offensive board. She averaged close to 9 rebounds a game last year at Binghamton.
Shooting 2 is Traeger, 50%er on the year. 9.7 rebounds in that victory over McMurray, 91-55, back on the 11th. Hits the first one. So far, Abilene Christian University is 3 for 3 at the line here in the early goings. As a team, they shoot 68%. Well, not bad from the field, almost 42%. They'll shoot about 35% from three-point range. Those are decent numbers.
Yeah, well, like I mentioned in the pregame, they're 6th in the country in three-point, not three-point percentage, but three-pointers made and attempted. So that's a big part of their offense.
Now they average 10 made three-pointers a game.
And Acacia Hayes just turned her ankle a little bit right here, right out front. We'll see if she comes out. I think she's going to try to play through it, but she may have to get some tape put on it.
A little gimpy. In for Abilene Christian is Claire Graham, a 5'9" sophomore out of Tuscola, Texas. She had a career-high 12 points against McMurray. I believe they got, what was it? Out front, Meade. I believe they got, was it Hull on that for 2 fouls? So when she checked out, I missed who they called it on, but I believe that was her.
Yeah, I was watching Hayes, so I'm not for sure.
Lob inside, getting into the game is Caitlin Staley. Left it short right before the violation. Putback is up and in. 6'3" freshman.
That would be big for Western Kentucky if you get Staley going. Now, she has a big size advantage against Abilene Christian. Missed her first one, but stayed with it and got the offensive rebound.
didn't see as many minutes against Ball State. That was a little bit quicker tempo game for her, wasn't it?
I agree. Yeah, she had trouble at times keeping up and down with some of the big kids for Ball State.
Ball State's transition game was very good. As you get a good look there at Julie Goodenough, 12th season at Abilene Christian University, the Wildcats. Their second year in the WAC. You know, they've not been a part of the NCAA.
They were with, I think they were in the Southland Conference maybe at one time as well too. But yeah, the WAC has really changed throughout the years. So
that's stepped up their game a little bit there. Jumper out front by Faustino, no good. Rebound by Thornton for ACU. 4:50 remaining in the first quarter. We're at 10-7, WKU. Thornton in the lane, will give, go, kick it out. We got
gonna get a walk on Bella Earl that time.
All right, we got a media timeout. First quarter here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Western Kentucky University 10, Abilene Christian University 7. Women's college basketball. You're watching it live here on ESPN+.
Blue Moon Sanitation provides clean, friendly, and dependable sanitation services at a competitive rate. We proudly offer the newest inventory in units and trailers in the area. For job sites, small and large, we keep in stock multiple portable toilets and roll-off open-top dumpsters and compactors. Blue Moon also provides residential garbage services in Warren and Allen counties. We want your stinking business. Go to BlueMoonSoki.com to learn more about ours. Blue Moon Sanitation, the official porta potty of WKU.
You got me falling hard, sweet baby, you got me falling hard for you. And still, I felt this way before, you know it's true. And still, you got me more and more. Oh, you got me falling hard.
Going to see the Hilltoppers? Holiday Inn University Plaza has special rates for WKU fans. Elevate your game experience with dinner at our restaurant or have a drink at our lounge, both open 7 days a week. And we have plenty of space for private parties. Plan your next stay at Holiday Inn University Plaza, Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Houchins Insurance Group is an insurance broker that focuses specifically on commercial insurance, but we represent all areas of insurance.
If you go down our hallway, you'll see all of our nameplates, and our job titles are listed as owner. And that is truly the foundation of our culture, and I think that's what our customers experience every day through our products and services.
We are superior in service and quality. We've got to provide the best resources for our clients day in, day out.
Here at J.C. Kirby & Son Chapels, we get a lot of questions about pre-planning, and we like to give opportunity to tell each family the different ways that they can be set up.
All too often we see individuals who haven't done any sort of pre-arrangement. Their families are confused, so by pre-arranging, you take that completely out of the equation.
It is peace of mind for yourself and for your family to know that these items are taken care of.
The last couple of games, WKU's dug themselves a hole, John, in the first quarter. So far, we're at 4:44, and they're up 3.
Yeah, much better start. Western Kentucky has really struggled just shooting the ball, basically, the last couple of games, and 2 for 4 so far from 3, and much better start for Western Kentucky.
Peyton Hull does have 2 fouls for Abilene Christian. That's a big blow.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, coaches have different philosophies or whatever. She is a freshman. She's their leading scorer, average 17 a game. We'll see if she sits for the, definitely was going to sit for the rest of the quarter. I think whether she sits for a half, it depends on the score.
Okay, 1-3-1, or is that 2-3 dropping?
Yeah, I think it was a 2-3.
Loose ball rebound, and Thornton just took it away for Abilene Christian. Left side three-pointer, Graham, short. WKU's Betancourt with the rebound. Sorry, that's Elia Pitts just into the game with the rebound.
That's
3 in the corner.
That's Destiny Salary. That's her first game of the year. The Ole Miss transfer just just got her eligibility restored, so averaged close to 4 or 5 points a game last year for a really good Ole Miss. So her first shot as a lady topper knocks the bottom out of it.
I'm sure it's moments she's been waiting on. Here's Addison Martin for 2 for Abilene Christian University.
Has a nice reverse layup that time by Addison Martin. She's one of 4 players in double figures for Abilene Christian. 11 points a game.
4-point lead for WKU. 2-3 zone. WKU looks to attack it. Salary. Just been held up and held up. Finally got opportunity to get there. Faustino with a nice move. Just couldn't get it to go. Knocked out of the hands of Staley. Pitts misses the 3. Collision. And it'll be on Faustino.
Yeah, good effort that time going for that for the offensive rebound that time by Faustino. But as you can see right there, it's good effort, but good box out that time by the freshman. 24 for Abilene Christian, Emma Troxel.
Gets in, 5'11" freshman out of Bushland, Texas. Averages about 4 points a game, 3 rebounds. WKU playing a little zone. There's a block steal knocked out of there by Staley, and it'll go to WKU.
Well, that's what Staley does so well. She has 17 blocks for the year. That's 18. As you can see right there, just uses her size advantage and good timing right there.
If you could have had held on to it, that would have been a good takeaway there. Faustino out front, now Salary. Tipped out of there and out of bounds, stays with WKU off the hands of Bella Earl. And we got a timeout going to be taken by WKU, a 30-second time here. Timeout right here, 13-9. Scott Thompson, John Butler from Bowling Green, Kentucky. As you're watching the WACS, Abilene Christian University, in Conference USA's Western Kentucky University. As you see Julie Goodenough in her timeout.
Great comeback.
Win 38-35 in overtime. They blocked a 4th and goal. Field goal attempt by Old Dominion in the famous Toastery Bowl in Charlotte this afternoon. They went down and kicked the field goal to win it. And starting quarterback Adam Reed did not even play. And Caden Veltkamp.
Boy, he had a monster game, didn't he?
And he's a local product from Bowling Green.
South Warren High School, that's correct.
Pitts and Salary. And there's a turnover by Salary. You know, it'd be interesting to see how she fits in. She's had to sit, gets into the game, and see what her role is going to become since she's become eligible.
Well, she played in every game last year for Ole Miss, and Ole Miss made it all the way to the Sweet 16 and lost to Louisville last year.
Earl dishes off. Graham, they're working around up underneath. Martin.
Pretty good defense that time by Staley, but too much body that time. As you can see right there, good post position that time by Martin. And Martin really that time just jumped into her. That's a smart play by Martin going against somebody, going against Staley.
Because she's going to come after you. At the line will be Addison Martin, 6'1", redshirt sophomore, hits the first free throw. They are 5 for 5 so far in this first quarter.
She has a double-double this year. She had 14 points and 11 rebounds against Navy. Her father played football for Tampa Bay.
How about that? All kinds of athletic connections here. Jumper off by Hayes. Just really hadn't gotten into a flow just yet since that first 3. Goes out. WKU ball. We're at 2:06 first quarter. 13-11. WKU has led the entire way. I think 4 points has been the biggest lead so far. In the lane, Pitts dishes, tried to go into Staley. Kicked out of there. Quickly down the floor, deflected by Salary. Earl got it off the floor. Here's a 3-pointer from Graham off the mark. And Salary with a rebound. WKU wants to run, looked like they may have had an opening down here with Hayes, but a little slow recognizing that. Inside, nice lob in there for Staley, gets her 4th point.
That's a tough pass, a high-low pass. That's a tough pass from that far out, but Give Lexi Mead credit. Put it in a perfect spot that time.
15-11. WKU's lead back to 4 as we near 1:15 to go here in the first quarter. Traeger and Staley went around Martin to deflect that. Quickly down floor. WKU's Pitts.
Turnover led to fast break points that time. Good dish that time by Salary to Pitts.
6 different Lady Toppers have scored in the first quarter. And that's what they need. They need a balanced attack.
Absolutely.
Here's Graham out front with Traeger. WKU in that 2-3 zone. Earl, 3 off the back of the iron. Martin looks over that zone defense in the corner. Graham from the right side. Missed that one. Mead with a rebound for WKU.
Graham was 3 for 3 against McMurray from 3. 0 for 3 so far, but she's had 3 good looks.
We got about 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Mead directing, trying to get things situated as we're down to 10 on the shot clock. Driving to the left side, Hayes kicks it into the corner. Fumbles it, stepped on the sideline, and a turnover by WKU. Otis Betancourt back in for WKU, and also getting in, Josie Gilvin, 10 points against Ball State on the 11th, but she played some really good defense that night too.
Yeah, I thought she was tremendous. Had 2 steals as well.
4 seconds to go in the first quarter. Thornton to Graham and left it short. All right, we've got one complete here at WKU. It's Western Kentucky University 17, Abilene Christian University 11. You're watching women's college basketball from Bowling Green, Kentucky on ESPN+.
Live sports.
Season, you get a good look of downtown Bowling Green, Fountain Square Park, all decorated and lit up. WKU lining up the scoreboard to a 6-point advantage so far. As you get a good look of Caitlin Staley, 4 points, but she's been big down on the defensive end, John Butler.
Yes, scored this is one of the high-low plays that time from Lexi Mead. Good pass right there. She's also had a block and also a couple rebounds. So good start for the freshman.
So WKU balanced scoring here so far with 6 in the scoring column. One thing, Abilene Christian is very lucky to be down only 6 because they've shot a dismal 15% from the field.
Yeah, and 1 for 9 from 3 too. And you're talking about one of the better 3-point shooting teams in the country too. So they're going to have to pick up the pace from that perspective.
And they've had good looks.
They have. That's a good block that time by Josie Gilvin.
Racing down floor, Acacia Hayes in the lane against the tall timber and turned and had the ball deflected, loses it. Gilvin right there goes off of her out of bounds to ACU.
Western Kentucky will jump into 2-2-1 press, and this is one of their better pressing lineups with Gilvin in. And I would say Destiny's Salary too will be really good in terms of pressure.
All right, let's see how hard they go at it here. You know, some teams will just do a token pressure. Let's see if they get after it here. Thornton in the backcourt along with Earl. Out front. Looking, passes off to Thornton. WKU, 2-3 zone. Earl in front of their bench. Kick it back out. Martin left side over here to Gracie Wormley into the lineup.
It's a good ball movement too. Worley just got into the game too. It's not an easy shot.
Yeah, after sitting the entire first quarter just into the game.
Another freshman.
Yeah, she's a 5'9" freshman out of Bixby, Oklahoma. 2-time 6A state runners-up. Bella Earl had it taken away from her. Gilvin in the backcourt with Hayes. 8:40 to go. First half action in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Western Kentucky University leading Abilene Christian University 17-14. Biggest lead's been at 6 for WKU. Oh, boy, that just, Aspen Thornton just caught Salary just kind of off guard there. Knocked it right out of her hands.
We got the steal, and then the opportunity for an and one that time by Aspen Thornton. Good hands that time, and that's a good finish.
That's 4 points for her so far. As you get a good look at, see,
Yep,
Salary was just looking, and
little casual with the ball, and again did a good job of drawing the foul that time on Josie Gilvin.
Just didn't protect it. Going to the line will be Thornton. She's 2 for 2 already tonight.
She's got a good presence on the floor. 5'6" point guard. Shoots 42% from 3, averages 11 points a game.
Missed that. That's the first missed free throw after 6 in a row by Abilene Christian University. Meade, left side over to Allen, back into the lineup for WKU. Faustino back in also. Lob for Staley, just over her head. There's Bella Earl. Took it away. And there's a steal. Deflection by Meade. Faustino comes up with it. And Thornton will get called for the reach in.
Got 6 turnovers now for Abilene Christian. And just so Western Kentucky's hands are so quick. That's just a great anticipation that time by Lexi Meade.
One thing we talked about pregame, rebounds. WKU out-rebounded Abilene Christian in that first quarter.
And that has not happened very often.
Faustino to Meade. Abilene Christian University out of Abilene, Texas. Jumper, right side of the lane, bouncing off by Allen. And we got a held ball possession going to WKU.
Josie Gilvin again makes her presence felt. She's been in about 2 minutes and has got a couple of steals, a block, and there's an offensive rebound.
4 points, 2 rebounds a game, but has some active hands, and she's everywhere, especially defensively. Gilvin and Meade. Faustino bounce pass in there. Betancourt. Kind of an awkward pass for Gilvin to come up with, but she was able to put the brakes on and get it and then get fouled.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Addison Martin.
Her first, team second here of the second quarter. A 1 point lead for WKU. Faustino, partially blocked shot.
Yeah, another good play that time by Aspen Thornton. Good close out and got her hands on that one.
A couple of good defensive plays by her for the Wildcats. Underneath, Martin draws the foul, going to the bucket.
Yep, that's another good play by Thornton, the point guard.
Gilvin will be called for the foul, the first on her.
That's a textbook play by a point guard. Watch this, comes in lane, jump stop is what you're taught to do, and then the dish down.
Staley stopped the ball. That's what you want. We will make her pass.
With so many guards now, still a jump stop in there. It's either a Euro or they oftentimes run right over somebody, but that was a textbook how it's, at least how it used to be taught. Jump stop right around the free throw line and then make that, you can either make the pass and take the shot.
Hit them both. 4 for 4 for Martin, has 6 points out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Driving Meade for WKU. Kicks it out. Faustino thought about it, but the defense collapsed on her quickly. Underneath, drew him out, got the ball inside. Nice bounce pass for Staley with 6 now in the first half.
Excellent pass by Faustino.
WKU up by 1 in the lane. Martin. They're working left side. Thornton. And there's going to be Karis Allen.
Be a hand check on Karis Allen. As a nice shot fake that time by Thornton.
That's her second, team's second here in the second quarter.
And when you shoot 40%, 42% for the year like Thornton and like several of the Abilene Christians, you have to close out hard on them, and that oftentimes leads to driving lane.
Elia Pitts back in for WKU.
First appearance for number 4, Kennedy Rising.
5'11" junior out of Rapid City, South Dakota. There's a steal. Faustino off the errant pass underneath. Good job shielding her body from the defender. Just a little off balance on the shot.
And that's 2 fouls on Addison Martin. One of Abilene Christian's better players. 11 points, 5 rebounds. Another steal by the Lady Toppers, and good. Both teams have effectively drawn fouls going to the basket by using their body to shield off and causing contact.
2 on Martin, 2 early on Peyton Hull. We've not seen Hull back in the second quarter yet, and she said about the last 5 minutes of the first quarter.
You know, it's and the game has remained close. Now, whether or not Abilene Christian can continue to stay close with both Hull and Martin out of the game remains to be seen. Martin will be checked. There's a player getting ready to check in for Martin.
Faustino 1 out of the 2, 20-18, WKU, 2-point lead. Out front for Rising. WKU's now switched man-to-man. Kick into the lane. Martin right there with Staley, causing havoc. Quickly down floor. Salary got the layup.
Yeah, good body control that time by Salary. And another big play that time by Staley. Her presence inside, another block.
5 points so far for Destiny Salary out of Jonesboro, Arkansas.
And that got Martin out of the game. That basically the ball kind of got loose. I think Coach Collins wanted to know why does that get Martin out of the game?
Nearing the 6-minute mark here in the first half. 22-18 WKU. Here's a steal by Faustino. Right place, right time. Kick it back out for Meade. Staley cutting to the bucket. Oh, I think Meade was hesitant about making that pass or not. Left-handed layup is up and in by Gracie Wernley.
Yeah, that was an unforced turnover.
You get a look at Wernley there. Her and a fellow teammate just checked in. Meredith Mays, number 14. They were on the same team in Bixby, Oklahoma. 2-time 6A state runners-up. Jumper in the corner. Too much on it by Meade. The rebound by Salary of WKU.
The Abilene Christian right now has played 10 players so far in this first half.
Lob inside for Staley, deflected out of bounds by Earl, but right there to get it, Mays for Abilene Christian. In the lane, and get a little help up there. Thornton. You know, Thornton's a little hustler here. She's got active hands, active feet.
Yeah, kind of got bailed out on that one. I really don't know where she was going on that one right there, but the foul that time, Salary was in good position and been just slapped down at the last second to draw the foul.
Left her feet. That's 3 team fouls. Salary's first foul. Thornton. Now 3 out of 4 from the line, has 5 points here in the first half. Trying to tie it up right here with this free throw, and does. 22 all. Free throws are keeping Abilene Christian in this game. They've attempted 10 free throws. They're 9 out of 10 free throws. 4:50 to go. First half action. Faustino. Salary into the corner. Jumper is up by Pitts, no good. And it's going to go out of bounds, and it will be, okay, side official over there says it's Abilene Christian. All right. Well, we're hoping you're having a good holiday season so far. We are enjoying women's basketball here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. WKU leading Abilene Christian 22, or excuse me, we're tied at 22 on ESPN+. First ever meeting between Abilene Christian University out of Abilene, Texas, and Western Kentucky University here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We're tied 22 all with 4:43 remaining in the first half, and Aspen Thornton for Abilene Christian been good on the defense as you get a good look at her getting a little break right here.
Yeah, she's played well. She's had 6 points, two steals. They didn't. Here's one steal and finish, and
took it right out of Salary's hands, and
has a couple of really nice passes as well. I think this is her first time out of the game right now.
Well, she earned a little rest here, don't you think?
I think it's a little dangerous time for Abilene Christian. They've got their 3 top scorers right now on the bench.
Baseline 3 on the mark from Gracie Wernley. Well, you know, she's got 8 now off the bench.
That's her second 3, 2 for 2.
Another freshman for Abilene Christian. So they've got some freshmen that can play. Little one-hand jumper, no good from Salary. Into the lineup for Abilene Christian, Zoe Jackson, number 13, 5'8" junior out of McKinney, Texas. Here's a steal. Meade the other way. Shields her body. Got it in.
Great play that time by Lexi Meade to steal. That was a tough shot. She had to shoot it over Bella Earl that time.
WKU down by 1, as you see Jackson for Abilene Christian with the ball right there.
8 turnovers for Abilene Christian.
Far side, Wernley. Missed it. Oh, Staley got a
You could tell
right there.
Yeah, you could tell she was feeling it. That's a step back 3 that time. The first 2 threes she made was wide open. That was a tough 3.
I thought that ball went off Staley's hands, so she got a break there for WKU.
Well, interestingly, they decided to bring Peyton Hull back in. She's got 2 fouls, and she's been out of the game for about, I thought they was probably just going to sit her the rest of the half, but they brought her back in.
About 11 minutes she sat out, roughly. Hayes for 3. Hit the first one of the game and then been a little ice cold since. Earl into the corner. Hull just back in, misses the 3. Rebound by Kennedy Rising. Lost it on the far side. Hayes gets it across the timeline. WKU at 3 minutes to go in the first half, trailing by 1. Led most of this game up until the last couple of minutes, traded back and forth. Pitts out on that wing. Hayes, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Pitts looking. Good defense here by Abilene Christian University. Missed it, and that's a shot clock violation there.
That was excellent defense that time by Abilene Christian.
WKU did not try to penetrate that time. They just want to work the perimeter that time.
That's exactly right. And look, I thought they had some opportunities that time as well to get into the lane.
Abilene Christian with the lead by 1, 2:35 first half. Earl driving. Oh, Staley says no way.
That's number 3, third block by Staley.
Good clean block. Faustino looking. Staley wants the ball inside. They lob it to her. She wanted, then trying to get position. They got it to her when she really wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, it's the right look that time. That time by Aaliyah Pitts, but you probably should have shot it.
Yeah.
But that was an unselfish play that time.
She called for it, then she turned like to go to the rebound, thinking the ball was going to be shot.
That's correct.
Out front, that's Thornton for Abilene Christian University. Into the corner, Earl for 3. Didn't have any rotation on that ball. Thornton misses that one. Boy, they're really hitting the boards here. Traeger came away with that rebound.
3 offensive boards on this possession.
14 on the shot clock. And travel. Looks like she may have tripped over her own feet.
I don't think Thornton agreed with that call.
That or there's a little something that came up out of the floor to trip her up. WKU looking to retake the lead, trailing by 1 at a minute 33. Hayes works around the left side of the lane, up underneath, scoop in.
Nice move that time by Keisha Hayes. That's what she does so well, going left that time. Got a couple of double screens, now just got the steal.
1 on 3, and she's fouled before the shot.
If this was on Peyton Hull, that would be her 3rd.
It is. Oh, they gave it to Aspen Thornton. That's her 2nd.
Thornton.
Yeah, her team's 4th. Okay. Could have given it either way there.
Should be 2 shots. Okay.
Yeah, there she goes. Okay, they did say she was shooting. Okay, I thought they were pointing to the floor, but so Hayes will shoot 2. Her first free throw attempt of the night. 6 now for the 5'8" sophomore out of Murfreesboro. Tennessee, 27-25, 28-25 now. WKU back up by 3 after being briefly down by 1. All right, Staley.
I'm going to get her on a delay of game warning. Stepping over the line right there, you get 1 warning. The second one would be a technical foul.
Well, Staley right there. That's an imposing figure for Claire Traeger to try to get the ball over, around, or through her.
Yeah, 6'3" on the ball is tough.
They do get it into Thornton. Minute 10. Thornton on the dribble. Hayes is guarding her, and that's going to be a little bump from Hayes.
Yeah, that's not much of not a lot of contact on that one.
Her first, team's 5th on WKU.
But that will put Thornton back on the line. As you can see, it was a slight bump, not the not the strongest of fouls.
4 of 5 from the line, make it 5 of 6 now.
I've said
for
it
Aspen
before,
Thornton.
I'm an advantage-disadvantage guy, and I didn't see a lot of disadvantage to that contact.
Exactly. 106. That's that coach coming out of you.
Yep. And as a fan, I like to watch them play.
Yes. Oh, WKU loses the ball.
That's again another steal that time by Thornton. Thornton had the back tip. I don't know if she'll get credit, but she calls that turnover.
WKU by 1, under a minute to go in the first half. Faustino playing some defense there on Thornton. Driving to the lane, they kick it in the corner for Earl. Left of the lane. Mays kicks it back out, quickly into the corner. Hole for 3.
So her first 3 of the game, like shooting 43% for the year right.
Hayes driving. They're going to go to the line for 2.
That's a pretty good block that time by Meredith Mays, the 6'2" freshman. I think they felt like referees a little bit too much body contact. It's pretty
From
cool.
behind, got her from behind. May have also got her on the reaching over, trying to block with the arm there. WKU down by 2 at 30-28. Missed the first one. Hayes, second attempt here. Got that one. 8 now for Hayes in the first half. ACU leading WKU by 1. Earl in the backcourt. We've got about a 2-second difference or so between shot clock and game clock. Earl breaking left side of the lane with a left hand. Nice move.
Nice.
Her first points of the game.
Yeah, averages 13 a game, close to 14. That was a nice cut. Nice finish that time by Earl.
32-29, ACU's biggest lead. Hayes, Salary, 5 seconds to go, and there's a trip. See if they get Thornton.
That's a big call right there, because that's Martin's third.
Yeah. She's got 3, Hull with 2, Martin 2 for Abilene Christian. And those are the 3 key players for them.
Yeah, Martin has played super, and pick up her third with 3 seconds left in the half. That's a tough loss.
Claire Graham back in with Salary, her first free throw attempt of the year. Off the mark. Been able to practice, but just not able to get out here in game-like situations just yet until tonight.
Pretty good start for her this half. She's played pretty well overall.
6 points here in the first half. Long baseball pass for Mays. 2-1 at the buzzer. Nope. It'll be about 1.3 seconds.
That's a defensive mistake by Western Kentucky. With 3 seconds to go, you cannot get beat over the top like that.
Yeah, Mays just kind of snuck behind everybody.
And again, I think that was Earl maybe on the pass. No, it's either Earl and it may have been Traeger, but it was good awareness and for Abilene Christian, and a defensive mistake by Western Kentucky.
Mays comes in, only 2 of 5 free throws on the year. Hits the first one. Got them both. 1.3 seconds. Meade does not get the shot off. It's halftime. And the visitors from Abilene, Texas have come into Bowling Green, Kentucky, and have taken a 4-point lead over Western Kentucky University. What started out looking good for WKU, what changed there, John?
Well, Abilene Christian started making shots, and Western Kentucky had several turnovers during that run. Give Abilene credit, a lot of credit.
34-30, Abilene Christian leading WKU. Come back for halftime on ESPN+. Julie Goodenough, coach of Abilene Christian University.
Never had a losing season.
How about that? That's pretty solid.
12 years at Abilene Christian.
A couple of stops before that, Hardin-Simmons, Oklahoma State, Charleston Southern. Some good places to coach.
Going to be a call on foul on Betancourt, trying to defend on the inside. away from the ball.
That's her first, team's first, here in the third quarter. Far side, that's Martin. And here's Meade trying to come up with the steal. And it's going to be off of Thornton, out of bounds. It'll be WKU ball.
Yeah, Lexi Meade again with those quick hands. I mean, if you're around her with the ball, you better be double, triple careful.
And she has the ball right here. Abilene Christian starts out man-to-man on the defense. Hayes tried to get Hull to commit and go up and try to work around her for a shot. Thought about taking that three from way out there, and she's not afraid to do it either. In the lane, Betancourt, right side of the lane. Just a little fadeaway, 8-footer, and missed it on the floor foul.
It's going to be on Claire Traeger on the box out. A little bit too much of a box out that time.
That'd be her first, team's first here in the third quarter. It's the Abilene Christian 5-4, WKU 6-5. Trying to stop a 3-game losing streak. Hayes, Faustino for three. Just a little off the back of the iron there.
That's a good look too by Faustino.
She could have taken maybe a dribble or two, got a little closer, but she's wide open once she got it. Went straight up with it. Earl been held pretty much in check. Just had 2 points so far in the game, averaging about 14. Faustino off the steal of Meade, and she gets it.
Back-to-back turnovers just to start the half by Abilene Christian, and Western Kentucky takes advantage of that one with the finish that time by Faustino.
Cuts the lead down to 2 at 34-32, our first points of the third quarter. Hull is in there for Abilene Christian along with Martin. There's the three from Hull. She's got all threes, 9 so far.
Yeah, that's what she does. 43% from the year, and that looked good the whole way. You cannot leave her open.
They averaged 10 made threes a game. Faustino, Meade wasn't ready for that. And a steal the other way from Thornton. Three on the way by Earl, missed that one. Betancourt runs it down for WKU. 8:05, third quarter action. WKU will head out tomorrow, go over to Missouri State for 2 games on Wednesday, Thursday. Abilene Christian will have a little time off before they host Louisiana Tech. Betancourt baseline from about 15.
Yeah, she's a solid 15-foot jump shooter.
That's her first points of the game. Brings WKU to within 3 at 37-34. Thornton kicks it back out from Martin. Off the back of the iron. Earl with the rebound up high. Thornton in that corner, driving baseline. They don't cut her off. She dishes it across the way. Krieger misses. Rebound, they just took it away. And that's going to be a foul on WKU's Karis Allen.
Again, offensive rebounds that time. That was not a easy rebound. Anytime an air ball is, you don't expect air balls, so those are not easy rebounds.
That's 3 fouls on on Karis Allen.
Peyton Hall, talking about a good freshman, 5'11" freshman. She's had 2 games of over 30. She had 34 points and 7 rebounds against Navy, and she had 31 points against UT Arlington.
A player, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists against McMurray. The last time they played on the 11th, hits that free throw. She's got 10. She's in double digits now, first player. Hull
8 out of 10 games in double figure.
Has 11 now. 5-point lead for Abilene Christian University. Hayes has Jackson on her, driving in the lane. Did not get the roll. No help from the air conditioning either to blow it in. Hull. Out front here is Jackson now. Jackson from McKinney, Texas. Left hand, no good from Martin. Rebound underneath, now Jackson. Into that left corner, Earl overshot it. Betancourt with another rebound for WKU. Meade behind the back, kicks it out. Hayes spots for 3.
That's the way Western Kentucky wants to play that time. Transition that time. Lexi Meade getting into the lane, has an outstanding pass for the three to Hayes.
She's in double digits at 11, the first WKU player.
Those two guards for Western Kentucky, Hayes and Meade, both of them have to play well for Western Kentucky.
Down 2, driving, and now up 4 is Jackson, her first points of the game.
She transferred from Butler.
Meade. ACU up by 4 over WKU, 5:50 here in the third quarter. Pitts for WKU. Now Hayes driving, uses that right hand on the left side, soft shot there.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a runner that time, and that was just a nice finish that time.
Cuts the lead to 2, baseline, they get it, nice, easy give to Addison Martin. She now has 8.
No, she missed it.
Oh, she missed it.
Yeah, went all the way down and came out.
Oh, heck, I didn't see it come out. I was marking it down. Hayes in the corner for 3. WKU with the lead.
It's almost automatic, too. A layup missed on one end almost always leads to points on the other end, and another 3 by Hayes.
16 now for Hayes, 8 in the third quarter. 42-41, WKU, 5:18 here in the third quarter. You're watching women's college basketball from Bowling Green, Kentucky on ESPN+. If you're WKU, this would not get old. Meade to Hayes a couple of times has given WKU a 42-41 lead, John.
Yeah, Acacia Hayes has 8 points already in this quarter, and there's the 1 assist from Lexi Meade. That was a quick 3, and here's the second one, basically close to the same spot. Two threes by Acacia Hayes, 2 assists by Lexi Meade, and Western Kentucky has fought back and taken a 42-41 lead.
Hayes with 8 in the first half, has 8 so far in the first 4+ minutes here in the third quarter.
She's very capable of scoring a lot of points in a quick amount of time.
A little pressure here by WKU. Meade guarding Graham, and here's a steal. Hayes, Meade. It's the other way, but did not convert. Now Bella Earl for ACU. Gets it back. They've held her to just 2 points so far, and she's wide open underneath. They didn't see it. Graham. Mays. Graham and Mays. Right now. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Tried to go inside for Earl, and right there for the deflection was Pitts.
Yes, back-to-back turnovers for Abilene Christian.
WKU with a chance to extend their lead. It's by 1 right now. ACU's defense kind of sloughed back off a little bit. They were kind of forcing the issue earlier. Meade will set things up at 8 seconds on the shot clock. Now Hayes. And there's going to be a bump.
It's going to be 3 on Peyton Hull. A little body contact.
Be her team's second foul.
It's 3 fouls now on Hull.
All right, we got a timeout on the floor here. Yeah, that's 3 fouls for Thornton and Hull for Abilene Christian. Could it play a big role? We'll find out. We're coming back here on ESPN+.
60 degrees warmer right now in New Zealand than it is here.
I'd say every bit of it, because it's summer down there. Hayes for 3. That one misses that time. Rebound, Pitts backs her way in off the glass short. Tried to keep the tip alive, but ACU comes away with it. They get it from Mays, top of the key. In the corner, Earl for 3. She still cannot hit one of those. Mays with a rebound for ACU. 17 shot clock. There's a 3 right there for Peyton Hull. She's still in there with 3 fouls, John.
That's her 4th 3. She's not going to miss many from 3. And again, that was off a offensive rebound.
Chatfield out front, and ACU's taking the lead 44-42. 3:20 to go here in the third quarter. Chatfield with a head fake, kicks it into the corner for Pitts. That's off the mark. Trigger with a rebound for ACU, being hounded by Faustino. Here's a steal almost by Acacia Hayes. ACU gets the ball. Pressure here from WKU. Getting back in to be Destiny's Salary. As Pitts will check out. Earl will look to inbounds it. Into the backcourt to Thornton. Thornton.
Great pass.
They didn't even try to stop her, did they, in the paint?
Well, it's a great look-away pass, too. Got into the lane again, jump stop, look right, and pass left. That's a super pass.
Meredith Mays now has 4 for ACU. They're back up by 4. Chatfield. Left side on the wing for Faustino. That's from one end of the world to the other. From Portugal to
That's right.
to New Zealand.
That's exactly right. That's a
Caitlin Staley with 8 points now. 8 big points for WKU. ACU with a 2-point lead. Mays, free line, driving right of the lane. That made it look easy.
boy, their freshmen have played really well. 6'2" freshman Meredith Mays.
That's 6 for her. And that's a 4-point lead for Abilene Christian University. Hayes in front of her own WKU bench at 1:55, third quarter. Salary kicks it right side. Faustino head fakes. Down the baseline for Salary in the corner.
They travel.
Yep.
Pretty good ball movement at that time by Western Kentucky. You could see what they was trying to do, that little baseline drift that time, and but good closeout a couple of times that time by Abilene Christian.
A little pressure here from WKU at 1:42, third quarter. 4-point Abilene Christian lead. Thornton, Mays, give, go, Earl, and it's a block.
That's the correct call.
On Faustino. That's her second, team's third here in the quarter.
Just a right idea that time by Faustino. Tries to rotate over to take the charge, but just obviously moving that time. Bella Earl.
Finally will get to the line.
2 triple doubles this year.
That's for the tied for the lead in the nation.
That's correct. Of course, we talked earlier, at least one time, her dad played college football here at Western Kentucky.
A couple of years. I think he enrolled and went to a community college for 2 years, then came back and played for 2 years. Earl with 3 points tonight. Matching her jersey now, it's 4
Well,
points.
she's not shooting well, but if you watch her play, she does a lot of things well. She's got great energy on the floor. Always bouncing around, smiling, talking, and so forth. You need those players.
50-44.
Josie Gilvin is that type of player in a lot of ways.
We saw her in the first half for a little bit. Here's Chatfield missing. Betancourt tried to tip, keep it alive. It goes out of bounds off of Mays, I believe, of ACU.
Yeah, Chatfield's a good shooter. If you just watch her before games and pre-games, she's got a nice stroke. That time just a little rush, and she hasn't played a lot of minutes too. She's probably really not in the flow right now.
Chatfield will inbounds it for WKU for Betancourt. Right block. Tried to get it to Salary, but cutting in front of her was Aspen Thornton. She's been everywhere defensively.
What a play.
Oh, nice pass over and for Hull to get 2 more.
Thornton reminds me in a lot of ways, I know she's not the type of Paige Beckers of UConn. She kind of looks the same. She's smaller. She's 5'6". Paige Beckers is about 6 foot, but she has a real presence out there.
16 for Peyton Hull now. WKU will inbounds it. Salary. They try to work it around quickly, trying to get a quick open 3, but that defense for ACU right there. That'd be a forced shot by Hayes. Earl. Set it up. We're under a minute here in the third quarter. Earl. She might have could have taken that one-on-one against Hayes. It looked like there was a seam down the line.
I agree.
Lob inside. They get it to Wernley. She's got 10 now.
It's a tough shot with Salary coming in for the block.
10-point lead for Abilene Christian. Chatfield will try to set it up for the last shot of the third quarter at 15 seconds. Get the ball in Hayes' hands. Hayes will drive right of the lane, up underneath. It's blocked. Earl, 4, dribbles it off her foot. WKU will have an opportunity. A lot of traffic, a lot of moving parts there.
Yeah, 3.3 seconds. You got an opportunity to get it in and take a couple dribbles and get a good look.
So Chatfield will inbounds it. 3 seconds. Hayes across the timeline. Will have to shoot it in a hurry. And traveled at the buzzer. 3 quarters are in the books here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's Abilene Christian 54, WKU 44. We got one more quarter of action left in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Come back and join us. You're watching women's college basketball on ESPN+. I couldn't tell which ones were missing.
I tell you who's not missing. Peyton Hull's not missing.
Oh.
She's 4 out of 7 from 3, and of course that's what she does. But boy, every time she shoots it, it looks like it's going in. She had a big quarter to move Abilene up by 10.
She had 10 points there in the third quarter. Josie Gilvin back in for WKU. Faustino down to Gilvin. Gilvin's a hustler.
Yeah, she's high energy. She reminds me of Earl, and she's not quite as big as Earl.
Not a very good pass there. But coming up with it, Thornton. Underneath to Earl. Trying to get turned and square up, but
and that was another good pass that time by Aspen Thornton. Will not get credit with the assist because Earl missed the shot. You can see right there. There was the steal. That's her 5th steal of the game, by the way, and just a textbook pass.
Looks like maybe Earl got just a little too close to the goal underneath there. Didn't get a good angle to put it up.
Shoots 71%.
Missed that free throw. She hit both her others.
This is the biggest lead of the game right here at 11.
5 points now for Bella Earl, about 9 below her average. Yeah, 55-44, 11-point lead. Biggest of the night for Abilene Christian University. Faustino thought about the 3. She had it. I think she goes ahead and takes it. Meade, left of the lane, kicks it out. Hayes for 3. Nope. Just one shot that trip down for WKU. Abilene Christian wants to push it. Thornton on that left side. Traeger into that right corner. Warnley, she's had a big game off the bench. Top of the key. No good by Traeger. Their one shot now. Hayes into the corner. Salary for 3.
Big shot that time by Salary. Give the assist that time to Acacia Hayes.
Salary in her WKU debut with 9 now.
It's her second 3.
Cuts it down to 8-point deficit. Abilene Christian University with the ball. Thornton missed everything. It'll be WKU ball.
I thought that's her first bad decision that I've seen tonight. That was kind of a step back 3 early in the shot clock. Probably didn't need that one.
Kind of rushed it. The WKU now with a chance. Cut this 8-point lead down. Meade at midcourt. And we've got an offensive foul. Is that Gilvin ran over somebody, I believe?
Yeah, didn't. That was off the ball. I think that was more of a, I'd call it more of a flop, but it may have been a push. I didn't really see it, to be honest with you. It's away from the ball.
Gilvin second, team first in the fourth quarter. The team second here in the fourth quarter, I should say. Here's a near steal by Meade on the floor with it. Warnley, and we've got a kick.
It's going to be a kick on Gilvin, but that was all Gilvin and Lexi Meade on that pressure. Arguably the 2 best defenders on the team that time, creating all type of havoc that time for Western Kentucky. Abilene Christian fortunate to get the ball back.
WKU needs to create a lot of havoc. They're down by 8 points here.
Still a lot of time left, but
Thornton, baseline, and a foul underneath. Got to be on Meade. That'll be her second.
Those are 2 good point guards just going at each other in Meade and Thornton. That's 3 on Lexi Mead.
.8:13 remaining in the game. Inbounds pass. Mead comes up with it. Stops in the lane, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I think they're going to give that on Earl. I don't know if Earl agrees totally with that call.
Be her team's first here in the 4th quarter.
That's going to put Lexi Mead on the line, and let's see right here. There's the turnover. Let's see if there's a foul. I don't really think there was, but from a Western Kentucky perspective, they'll definitely take that. Lexi Mead, one of the better free throw shooters in the country, 92%.
Hits that one, her first free throw attempt of the game. She now has 6 points. That's 5 below her average. Hadn't scored until in the second half until now. These 2 free throws, 7 for her. 55-49. WKU turning up the full court press here.
That was Lexi Mead again. The scoreboard has her with 2 fouls. You ever with 2 or 3?
Mead, they've got Salary with 3.
Okay.
I lost track of one of those apparently. We're opposite of how they turn in the fouls, so sometimes hard to pick it up. We'll double check it. Next stats we get. Wide lane, Martin. Up and in. 8 points for Addison Martin. Out of Shreveport, Louisiana, averaging 11 a game, now has 8. Hayes thought about the 3, gets it to Gilvin. Turns, spins, kicks it out. Faustino, Salary thought about the 3. 15 on the shot clock. Salary driving, uses the glass.
That's what she does well. She made 2 threes, but she's more known as a slasher and a driver.
11 now in her WKU debut after being cleared to play. Pressure. Mead going to get called for the reach.
We'll find out right now if that's either 3 or 4 on Lexi Mead. That's her 3rd.
3 on Mead. Okay, team's 4th here in the 4th quarter.
Both point guards have 3. Thornton has 3, and so does Mead.
WKU Salary also with 3. Hull has 3 for Abilene Christian. Earl into that corner. Get it back out for Earl. Penetrates in the lane, kicks it back out. Thornton, 10 on the shot clock. Head fake. Hull driving, kicks it back. Maybe one too many passes there. Down 4 quickly for Gilvin over her head. Mead with the right idea, but just the pass was a little too high.
Yeah, Mead got the steal on one end. That was Acacia Hayes trying to advance it up. Just a bad pass. The player was open. It was Josie Gilvin. Right idea, just poor execution.
Abilene Christian University leading WKU 57-51, and then a bump on Mead, her 4th. They're going to give her the basket.
That's 4 on Acacia, and they're going to give her the and 1. Thought that was a generous and 1. So Coach, so we'll see right here. Here's the replay. Right there's the bump, 2 bumps. Boy, that's
touchy.
Well, I think that's the right call. I don't know if the and 1 is correct. So yeah, Coach Collins got some tough. I think he's going to let Lexi Mead play with 4.
With 4 fouls.
And she's very valuable. The problem with Lexi having 4 is her game is to attack and steal. She's got to be very, very careful.
Thornton now with 11 points. There's a 3 from Acacia Hayes.
That's the toughest 3 in basketball. She was coming away from the basket on a down screen, but got her feet set for her 3rd 3 of the game.
8-16 in the game. 19 in the game now for WKU's Acacia Hayes. Here's Gilvin. Little run here for WKU.
Yeah, big run, 5 straight.
60-56. Got Hayes with 19. Here's Earl in the lane, wide open. Oh, missed it. Rebound Martin. She overshoots it. Earl. And gonna go to the line for 2.
Yeah, great hustle that time by Earl and Martin on the offensive rebounds.
Good look there at Faustino.
But a mini run for Western Kentucky to get it from 11 down to 4. Unfortunately for Western Kentucky, Lexi Mead will have to sit for a while.
Earl, 3 out of 4 at the line. 3 out of 5. Has 5 points total. It's not a good shooting night for her, but she's played some good defense. Made some good passes. Look at that, 8 rebounds, yeah. Well, when you're not scoring, you like to see someone like that still active offensively and defensively.
Oh, she just brings energy. Really good player.
61-56, WKU down by 5, and the ball, Faustino out on that left wing now. Hayes has 19, Salary with 11. Driving, kick it back out, Gilvin for 3.
Big shot by Gilvin.
That's her first 3 of the night, 5 for Josie Gilvin. It's a 2-point game. Earl to Martin, left to right, off the glass, no good. Gilvin with the rebound. Faustino. Pitts in the corner, now Salary for 3 on the wing.
It's going to be Gilvin on the offensive rebound too.
And foul on ACU, or wait a minute, let's see.
It's going to be on number 12, I think, Addison Martin.
Yep. The baseline official came out, and I'm not sure what she was going to call because they had the guy on the other side was showing that it was.
Little surprise, you can see, well, you can see right there, yeah, had her arm kind of across her face on that one. A little surprise, Abilene Christian has not called timeout during this run.
And we have a timeout on the floor now. We have 5:13 remaining here at Diddle Arena in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We've got one that may go down to the final possession. Abilene Christian University 61, Western Kentucky University 59. You're watching Conference USA Women's Basketball on ESPN+.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best.
You get a good look there at 33, Josie Gilvin, the 6-foot sophomore out of Louisville. Come back in here late in the game. She's been a spark plug for WKU with 5 points, John.
Yeah, she's known for her energy and hustle and defensive ability. You see that, that's a nice spin move, but she's really improved her outside shooting. There's a 3. She was 2 out of her 3 from 3 against Ball State the last game, and now 1 out of 1. She's a winner, 2-time state champion at Sacred Heart. And just a high energy player, and she's been instrumental in getting Western Kentucky back in this game.
Another former Sacred Heart player played here, All-American, played here and played for Donna Moyer as well, Crystal Kelly.
Yes, they've had a lot of good players.
Won state championship here on this floor years ago. 61-59, Abilene Christian leading WKU by 2, and the ball under 5 minutes in the game. Look at those sharp passes around the perimeter. Mays, here's Thornton, down to 8 seconds on the shot clock. And there's a deflected pass by Faustino. Pitts, back to Faustino for WKU, out front for Hayes. Hayes with a big night so far. Oh, nice job. Meredith Mays with that left hand, deflected it out.
Yeah, it's that 6'2" length right here. It's good rotation that time by the freshman. Good block that time.
All ball. You can't teach height. 6'2" freshman. They'll be Oklahoma. Left side, Gilvin. Pitts, 14 on the shot clock. be WKU ball as it was off of Bella Earl. Meade back in. Pitch will check back out. Karis Allen, we've noticed, has ice pack on her knee. We haven't seen her in a while. I'll explain it. Oh, we got a foul. Gracie Wernley, her first, team's third here in the fourth quarter. So WKU put it down in play on the baseline.
Second chance to tie or take a lead.
You want a good look. You don't necessarily have to go for the three right here.
Oh, no. Plenty of time.
Gilvin for three and just off. And that was several feet behind the line, too.
And another.
Meade for Gilvin.
Just another steal, turnover by Abilene Christian that leads to the tie.
That's 7 for Josie Gilvin, all in the fourth quarter. We're tied at 61. Earl.
The walk.
Yep. Drug that foot.
Good, correct call. Western Kentucky has really, really amped up the pressure.
Got down by as many as 11. You get a good look here, the steal.
Steal by Salary and a textbook bounce pass that time by Meade in the finish.
Gilvin didn't hit the three, but got the opportunity for the two. That's all you need. And there's Salary with a little one-hand floater from the baseline.
What a big-time run Western Kentucky is on right now.
13 for Salary in her debut for WKU. A 2-point lead at 3:31.
I think Abilene Christian has got to get Martin and Hull back into the game. They've been sitting during this little run.
They've got 3 timeouts remaining. There's a three for Bella Earl.
It's her first of the night. That could not come at a better time for Abilene Christian.
She now has 9 on the night. They've been hard to come by. Faustino to Gilvin. 3 minutes even to go in the game. There's a three off the mark by Meade. Gilvin runs it down. Nope, stepped on the baseline.
Almost had another steal.
Well, she makes things happen when she's in there, doesn't she?
She really does.
Back in, here comes Peyton Hull.
And Martin back into the game.
2 of their players with 3 fouls each back in.
We said it's going to go down to the wire.
And so far, it looks like it. A 1-point game. ACU with a 1-point lead over WKU. Driving in the lane. Nice pass up and off the mark by Martin.
Another good decision and pass by Thornton.
Ball was behind Thornton, by Martin. You know, she had to reach back to get it. That probably helped draw the foul. No, it was a good pass. I thought in that play there, it looked like it was behind her, but
Thornton only has 3 assists. She probably should have legitimately had about 7. Have not been able to finish all of her passes.
Martin there with 9 now, looking to be the 3rd player for Abilene Christian in double figures. Hull and Earl, Thornton.
It's only their 4th miss of the game. They're 22 out of 26 from the line.
Different ball game. You take those free throws away, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Hayes has the ball stolen, and then they still come up away with Traeger came out there. What could have been construed as
an offensive foul. I believe that's what Western Kentucky wanted on that one, but no call, and a smart timeout that time by Abilene Christian. Kind of got caught in a bad spot.
All right, Abilene Christian wants a timeout here. 65-63, 2:21. You get a good look at the WKU bench here, trying to defend their home floor here at Diddle Arena. Get a good look at Abilene Christian.
Well, it's 2:21 left, and Abilene Christian is going to get the ball underneath their own basket. 2-point lead right here.
You see Greg Collins talking with his squad, drawing something up. See if it'll work. You know, it's been a game of runs for WKU. I mean, they've
made a big run late.
Yeah, it seems like that's when they've scored the bulk of their points instead of it being a steady, flow. It's been like, let's get about 6 or 8 in a row here, 6 or 8 in a row there, and
Western Kentucky needs a big stop right here. Still got plenty of time, especially with the shot clock, but Abilene Christian is not easy to defend. They shoot it so well from 3 and from the free throw line, and Peyton and Aspen Thornton, their point guard, is making such good decisions with the ball.
I believe that went off the hands of Josie Gilvin at WKU, out of bounds on that far sideline.
And these are never easy inbounds plays against Western Kentucky. They do a great job normally of really, they backed off that one, of pressuring the inbounds play.
Elia Pitts back in for WKU. Thornton driving right side. Hayes is on her. Earl inside in the lane, and that's going to be a foul on Martin. I think a good sales job also by Salary.
I think that's what Abilene Christian will say right here, but nice job by Salary of staying vertical. You can see right here, here's the turn.
Got her with that elbow, it looks like, maybe. Leaning into it. But a good sales job.
Yeah, the arm did come out right there.
Okay, that's 4.
It's probably both. The arm did come out, and Salary did a good job of selling that as well.
Martin with 4 now on Abilene Christian. Faustino, a 2-point game. Under 2 minutes remaining. Meade for 3 and the lead. Off the mark, gets her own rebound. Kicks it back out front for Hayes. 15 on the shot clock. Hayes in the lane, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Hayes. She didn't believe it. Greg Collins didn't believe it.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there on Acacia Hayes. These are the toughest calls in the game, and
kind of got that arm out a little bit.
She was sliding with her. That's probably 50,
see that arm.
50. That's a tough call either way, I'll be honest.
She had that arm hooked around her, as we saw on the replay there, so maybe that's what they went by. Abilene Christian with the ball in the lead at 65-63 and 1:35 remaining. Into the corner, and that's a travel, or stepped on the line.
Oftentimes these 50-50 block charge calls, it depends on which jersey you're wearing, to be perfectly honest with you. Those are very difficult calls. And one way, it kind of balance each other.
It balances out at some point.
Abilene Christian got one call, and Western Kentucky got the other one.
Hayes, minute 25. We've got a 2-point ball game from Diddle Arena and Bowling Green. Salary for 3 in the lead.
What a 3.
16 for her and a 1-point lead for WKU. At a minute 7. Well, we see what her future may be like for the rest of the season. Loose ball, Meade, Salary, and we've got a held ball. And it goes to Abilene Christian. Bodies all over the floor.
A little extracurricular going on out here. There was a little talking going down the floor between Destiny Salary and Martin after the 3 was made. Referee was, while the game was going on one end, was actually talking to both players while the game was going on.
Our officials are huddling here.
I think they may go to the monitor. There was a little incident that happened after that.
You could see the little talking going on while they were down on the floor, but, was there anything else other than the held ball possession? They're going to go look at that.
I don't think there was enough, to be perfectly honest with you. But that's the beauty of the monitor. The camera doesn't lie, so they should be able to pick something up if anything happened afterwards. 66-65. Destiny Salary, what a big shot. Her first game as a lady topper, and that's 3 threes for her, and 16 points in your first game. Pretty impressive.
That is.
Okay, here's the replay.
You see him going at it.
So far, nothing.
You see Meade was trying to call timeout, but she did not have possession.
Well, it's after the play, right there.
Okay, right there.
There is a push.
Martin and Salary. Yeah, Martin and Salary.
There is a push there by Salary, so we'll see.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to be. Don't know. There's nothing right now on the floor, but afterwards.
They'd already called the held ball possession. It looked like Martin was stepping over, trying to get out of the way, so everybody's guilty.
I think it's going to come down to whether or not they're going to, if they deem the push by salary as enough. I think that's what it's going to come down to.
Okay.
And right there it is. So is that enough? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question. 66-65. Okay, so what they're going to do is they're going to get a good look at it again. The third official is going to come in and get a look at it.
Generally, when the third comes in, that may mean there's a split decision.
All right. And then what if the third's a split decision?
I mean, it's not excessive, but it is something.
There is something there, correct.
There is the push, and that was after the words that the two were having as well. So.
Was it excessive? I guess maybe what they're looking at, was it an excessive situation?
I can tell you if it happened in the first or second quarter, it may be something.
Right.
You caught it with 56 seconds to go in a 1-point game.
Now they're all three going to discuss this.
They're clearly going to discuss it here. This is I think it's a split decision because it is a long conversation among all three.
Normally this would have been already decided and ball put in play. 66-65 is where we are.
If they go talk to the officials, it's going to be something.
All right, the two. Okay, we're going to get clarification here. Okay. Double intentional foul. Okay. Okay, thank you. All right, so you got that. So you got double intentional foul, and we'll do a jump ball.
Yeah. On Destiny Salary and on Martin.
All right, that's 4 on Salary, and that is 5 on Martin.
And it's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow goes to Abilene Christian.
Okay. So that's what I have 5 for Martin, so we'll wait and see. Yeah, they've got it on the board, so that's going to be 5 fouls on her.
And that's a big loss for them. 5 fouls on Martin, because Martin is their strongest inside player, and that's a big call.
9 points tonight for Addison Martin. So she is fouled out with 56 seconds to go in the game.
That puts Meredith Mays in the game, who's played well, 6'2" freshman. She has played well. But losing Martin is big.
Okay, I thought he said we were going to have a jump ball, but
it is. It's their possession.
Okay, then right goes there, right.
Possession.
That's right, possession arrow, right. We stays with it, right, because we had the held ball possession, right. There we go. I wasn't quite thinking there. I was thinking the old days of jump balls.
Big shot right there.
Wow. Aspen Thornton.
Yeah, big play by Aspen Thornton. And she has played big tonight.
13 for her. Do you miss that as a coach, the going with the alternating possession, going back to the old jump ball and things like that?
I kind of like the alternating possession anymore. It's quicker too.
Yeah, it speeds it up.
It speeds the game up. And with the jump ball, it's half the time the ball wasn't even thrown up correct. Big play by Thornton though.
Trying to get the free throw, and it does. 68-66, timeout, WKU with 50 seconds basically to go here. All right, wow, took them a little bit longer to figure it out, but the double intentional foul. Then they put it in play, then a 3-point opportunity there for Thornton with the field goal and the free throw. You know, you've got a lot of possibilities for a player of the game for Abilene Christian, and then again, it could come down to a last-second shot here either way. You know, WKU, you know, Hayes has been big. Salary has been big for WKU in her debut.
Yes, she has played great first game back. And, of course, the women's game is a timeout under a minute. As long as you don't dribble or move, you can advance it to half court. So it's a lot of time left with 49.9 seconds. You're not really looking for a three or anything like that. But if I'm Western Kentucky, I would like to see Acacia Hayes with the ball, Destiny Salary, one of them with a little bit of action going right there. Preferably right now to drive it to the rim. The game has gotten a little bit closer A little bit tighter in terms of officiating late in the game, and I do think a strong drive to the basket will probably get you to the free throw line.
Yeah, if it's anything close at all, as you see.
Now you'll take a wide open three if it's given to you, but I think a drive to the basket was probably what Coach Collins wants to do here.
Meade and Hayes. That was a good combination earlier for some scoring action for WKU. Back it out, man-to-man defense here by Abilene Christian. 35 seconds. Driving in the lane, up by Salary. She'll go to the line, didn't get it, but will shoot two.
And that was the action right there. Good move that time by Acacia Hayes, driving it into the lane that time, and then passing it off there to Salary.
Peyton Hull, all right, they say she has fouled out. I only had her with 4, but they say 5. All right, Hull will check out.
And that's
16 for her.
That's 2 big losses by Abilene Christian. Peyton Huff, who's got 4, Hull, who has 4 threes. The leading scorer is out, and Martin is now out.
And all in the last 25 seconds. Here's Salary. Gets the first one. 17 now for Destiny Salary.
She didn't hit the rim. Just right in the bottom. Somebody hadn't played in about 9 months. That was cool as the other side of the pillow right there.
32 seconds to go in the game. We're tied at 68. We said this one early might go down to the last second, and literally it's going to go down to the last second. Who's got possession?
Well, Abilene Christian has an opportunity. It's a 2-second difference in the shot clock. They definitely have an opportunity to get pretty much close to the end of the shot clock, end of the clock to get the final shot. I don't think they want to go into overtime, especially with Hull has fouled out and Martin has fouled out. If I am, it's kind of the same game plan. If I'm Abilene Christian, I really prefer to have Aspen Thornton drive to the basket. She's such a good creator, also good foul shooter, to get into the lane, see if she can create, draw a foul, and so forth. But Abilene Christian you really do not want to shoot until right around the 5 or 6 second mark.
Earl travels.
I am very surprised that they even drove to the basket. Now it gives Western Kentucky to win it.
Well, she got to the block and then was looking to kick it back out.
That was, I thought they would really I really thought they'd just kind of hold the ball out front to the very end. That was quite surprising.
Now the shot clock is off. It's 27.4 seconds. WKU is out of timeouts.
Yeah, just get the ball in bounds. You just want to hold it. I mean, just want to hold it until the last. You prefer a shot with about 4 seconds to go. In case you miss it, it gives you an opportunity to get an offensive rebound.
Do you try to drive here in the final 10 seconds?
Yeah, I think you drive. You drive and look to score yourself or to kick. Maybe you can draw a foul, but you don't want to shoot unless they just give you a layup. With anything over 4 seconds, you don't want to do it. You just want to wait. And that's why I was surprised by Abilene Christian. That was almost like she drove it as soon as she got it to the basket that time. And I just, if you had a layup, take a layup. But I was a little surprised. I thought they would just kind of dribble out front and just kind of wait to the very end. But they decided to take it immediately.
Well,
now sometimes the coach can tell you one thing, and once as a coach, once the ball's in bounds, you lose total control. I can tell you that.
Well, Earl, it looked like maybe she thought she had an easy one-on-one opportunity for the easy 2, and
she's a really good player too. I thought they went way too early.
Okay, let's see if it comes back to haunt Abilene Christian.
Well, they do have a timeout in case of a miss. They can advance it if they get the rebound.
WKU ball right near their bench. You get a good look at the offense getting set up here by WKU and the defense by Abilene Christian. Gilvin into the lineup for WKU.
She's going to hold it. This is what you should do right here.
Meade with Earl guarding her. 18 seconds to go in the game. We're tied at 68. Faustino, Salary, driving in the lane at 9. Got it to go. 72-68 WKU.
Welcome to Western Kentucky.
20 on the night for Destiny Salary in her first WKU game.
Is it Destiny?
I think it's destined to be.
It must be destined to be, to come off the bench. First game in 9 months and first collegiate game at Western Kentucky to get 20. Now the game's not over because they did shoot it a little early, but you're not going to turn down a layup. And really, that was not a routine layup, but 70-68. Now, when you're up 2 this way, and this is the benefit of the women's game, the men have got to eventually kind of get into the modern game and go to quarters and advance it to half court like the pros do and so forth. It just makes the end of the game situation so much better. But if you're Western Kentucky, you do not, under any circumstance, there's 2 things you don't want to do. You don't want to foul, and you don't want to give up the 3. If they score at 2 and tie you, they score at 2, but you do not want to give an open 3 to Abilene Christian. If I'm Abilene Christian, I want the ball in Aspen Thornton's hands, and I want Aspen Thornton to go to the basket. That's what I want.
Neither team with a timeout remaining, 7.8 seconds, and it could come down to this last possession by Abilene Christian. Bella Earl to inbound.
This will not be normally an easy inbound pass either.
They get it in. As you said, Thornton, baseline jumper. Was it blocked?
It was blocked by, I think it was Hayes that blocked it. So no timeouts by Abilene Christian. They're going to have to run their best inbounds play.
5 seconds remaining. Down on the baseline. Looking to get it inbounds, Graham. Out front, Earl for 3. No good. WKU rebound by Faustino, knocked out of her hands, and a foul on Abilene Christian.
Pretty good look that time. That time by Bella Earl from the top, but that was a contested 3. And the bigger play than the contested 3 was the defensive rebound. I said a screen. That was a good contest that time by Hayes, and a big time rebound that time by Faustino.
Earl has struggled from the 3-point line tonight. She hit her last 3 opportunity, but missed that one. Now Faustino will go to the line. 1.7 seconds remaining.
And the big deal is that Abilene Christian has no timeouts. If I'm Western Kentucky, I don't even have anybody on the line. You don't want to risk an over the back.
Faustino hits the first one. 71-68. 6 now for Faustino.
They cannot advance. They cannot advance it. If I'm telling Western Kentucky, just stay still on the line.
Faustino's second attempt. It's good.
And that does it.
72-68. Earl just slings it, and that's it. WKU 72-68 with the win. A hard-fought win against Abilene Christian tonight.
That's a big time comeback for Western Kentucky, and you got to give Destiny Salary a whole lot of credit for coming off the bench and playing so well.
Salary and then Hayes. Well, I think we got 2 things here that the same person is going to get: our Kentucky 8-1-1 play of the game and our Franklin Bank and Trust player of the game. I think it's Destiny's Salary.
No question. She hit the big 3 to put Western. She hit the 3 at one time, and then at the very end, with 7 seconds to go, she made the 2 to put Western Kentucky up by 2 in the game winner.
All right, you see Hayes there. So Destiny's Salary with 20, Acacia Hayes 19, as you saw Hayes with that shot there. But 72-68, WKU improves to 7-5. Abilene Christian drops to 5-5. Big performance by Peyton Hull, the freshman, before fouling out. Abilene Christian was 16. Addison Martin with 9. And of course, Aspen Thornton, with 14 herself.
Thornton was tremendous. But for Western Kentucky, Hayes and Staley, I thought, played well. But Destiny Salary, just what a performance for Salary. It was a heck of a basketball game. We thought it'd be close. It went back and forth, and